So you think downsizing will simplify your life? Less stuff, less space, less stress, right? That's what everyone thinks, until it's too late. Because for many people, downsizing ends up being the most stressful, expensive, and emotionally draining decision they ever made. And it all comes down to one thing people never consider, until it's too late and they're already living the nightmare. Let's talk about it, shall we? Hi, I'm Lorenzo, an Italian architect based in London. I design smart, functional interiors for small homes, and I also design new homes from scratch. On this channel, I help you, inspiring you to make the most out of your space. But today's topic is different, because downsizing sounds like freedom, but it can trap you in ways that no one talks about. Ready? Let's dive in. Let's start with a dream. You imagine a smaller home, easy to clean, cheaper to run. You finally get rid of the clutter, and maybe it even feels peaceful. But here's the reality I see over and over with clients who'd live in the same space for ages. Remember, your home isn't just about space. It's about identity, memories, and habits formed over a lifetime. I've seen people going in thinking it's a purely practical decision, but they usually forget how emotional a space can be. And when you downsize too fast or without a plan, you can end up with these issues. Nowhere to host your family, constant frustration for the lack of storage, rooms that don't function the way your life works, and ultimately, a home that just doesn't feel like you. Here's what you rarely hear. Downsizing often costs more than just staying put. You need to think about new furniture, what fits in your whole space doesn't necessarily fit in the new one, storage solutions, built-ins, custom shelves, clever fix-up, they all add up. The emotional costs, the stress of letting go, the regrets, and worst of all, many people downsize before asking the most important question. What do I actually need in this next stage of my life? Not necessarily less, but what kind of space, what kind of function, and ultimately, what kind of joy? Let me paint a scenario I've been playing out countless times. A couple in their 60s or 70s decide to move away from their family home to a smaller, more manageable space. You know, they probably picture slow mornings, drinking coffee by the window, less cleaning, and the opportunity to travel all around the world. Fast forward a few months, and then the reality kicks in. The artwork they used to have in their family home, packed somewhere else. There's no space to hang it. The dining table, too small to feed the kids and the grandkids. The guest bed, well, given away because we won't need it. But then, guess what? Holidays come around. The grandkids want to sleep over, but they don't have a bedroom, nor any space to play. And suddenly, this smaller home that they hoped would free them actually turns into a cage. That's what I call the downsizing trap. It's not just about space, it's how space supports your life. And if you don't design your space for the life that you're living, you risk cutting out the very parts that brings you joy. So if you're thinking of downsizing, which per se is not a bad thing, here's what you need to do. List your non-negotiable. What activities or habits must your home support? Audit your furniture and belongings. What do you actually use and what's just an emotional weight? Try living small before committing. You could rent a small place, measure it, and just get a feel for it. Invest in flexible design items. Don't think small, think adaptable. Downsizing can work beautifully, but only if the space fits you, not the other way around. Thanks for watching the video. We saw that downsizing is not always a problem. It's the way you do it that makes a huge difference. So before you give up your space, make sure that you don't give up your lifestyle with it. If this video gave you something to think about, or inspired you to make the move or not make the move, hit the like button, subscribe, and turn on the notification bell so you won't miss the next videos. And let me know in the comments below, have you ever considered downsizing? If so, what stops from doing it? And if you're planning to move or rethinking your current home, I offer architectural services tailored to your needs. Feel free to reach out and I'll be happy to book you in for a private one-to-one consultation. I'll see you in the next video. Ciao.